Supergirl is back. New Star Wars Row 1 trailer out. Gotta talk about it. Hey movie fans, welcome to another edition of Rick's Flicks Reviews, and today we're gonna be talking part movies, part TV. I don't usually do TV reviews here of seasons, on even if it's a show that I love, but I love Supergirl. She's my crush. And yeah, the new season is back. I watched the first episode. I want to talk about it. Plus, we got the new Row 1 A Star Wars Story trailer out, and we're going to talk about that too. So, first off, Supergirl. Is it the show that everyone loves? Well, a lot of people love it, and I'll tell you why. And why I'm one of those persons who love the show. It's because it's a fun show. All right, it's a fun show. It shows hope. It's bright colors. People smile, and before any of you go saying like, "But oh, just because they're smiling, it's a stupid show," or just because they smile doesn't make it a good show. There's no seriousness. There's no grittiness. Come on, this is Supergirl. It's part of the Superman universe. And part of what makes Superman and Supergirl and the whole family of superheroes in the Superman family so good is that they're supposed to be hopeful. And I love the show. I love the previous season, and I am loving the tone of the new season. They're shooting at new locations. And of course, we gotta talk about Tyler Hoechlin as the man. Superman. Superman is in this new Supergirl episode, and he's gonna be in the show for a few more episodes too. Alright, let's get the negatives out of the way. The suit, man. I'm not so sure about the suit. It doesn't look that bad, it doesn't look that horrible, but it doesn't look that good either. It's like they're so close. They're so close to making it. But I understand it has to fit within the show. It's very similar to the Kara suit. So I still don't know. I still don't like the cape. Or the belt sits too straight, like across his waist. So I don't know. But that's pretty much it. And if there's a technical aspect to the show that I will address as a producer, or if I were directing the show, is the way they're shooting Tyler Hoechlin as Superman. He's not a big guy. He's not that short either. The guy's like 6 foot, 6'1". And other characters are taller than him in the show. So it'd be better if you shoot him like maybe from a lower angle, making him look more regal. That's the way I would shoot it. I would choose to shoot him that way, just to make him look bigger. He's Superman. But other than that, I like the way he's portraying it. I heard another reviewer or talking about him and saying how he wouldn't be sure if he would hire a guy that is like, that the bumbly Clark, someone who is that, goofy or not that serious. But it was clear in the show that that's just part of his personality. That when he's actually doing the job of being a reporter, he's a great reporter. Even the Luther character was like, oh, there's some steel underneath that facade. I love that, because you could see that when Clark is being the reporter, he's a professional reporter. He can get things done, and I think that's why he works for the Daily Planet, and that's why Perry White puts up with some of his silliness and him being a little bit of a goofball, or not even a goofball, just being clumsy, harkening back to the Chris Reeve type Superman, which was never really my favorite. And if you remember, that was part of the original comics back in the 30s, and then in the 70s in the movies. But then in all the other TV portrayals, Clark was always a very self-confident man. Kirk Allen did it, George Reeves did it, and my favorite interpretation of him was probably Dean Cain's Clark Kent in Lois and Clark: The New Adventures of Superman. So I like the way Tyler Hoechlin is playing Superman. I don't have a big issue with it, and I love the way how everybody is just like fanboying over him when he shows up. And Wynn's character, like, oh, you're a Superman. I have so many questions about it. It's great. It's great that they are showing how people admire Superman, and it was great. And there's excellent scenes and when Supergirl and Superman, save the plane at the beginning of the show, and some people are like, "It's Supergirl, it's Superman. I used to change his diapers." I'm not sure you're supposed to tell them. Oh yeah, I'm gonna tell them. I love that part. I love that part. All right, so for me, it's still a wicked good show. You gotta watch if you're not watching. If you're expecting darker, broodier characters, then you're not gonna like this show. But not every character has to be like that nowadays. I understand why, but we're not gonna go into that discussion. I'm just gonna say, if you wanna have fun and enjoy a nice shirt rip from Superman, you gotta check out the show. I'm loving it. Melissa Benoist again is bringing it. Everybody's still on point. They're having a lot of fun with the show, and you can tell that the show is gonna do great. All right, now Star Wars Rogue One. The new trailer's out. Vader is out. There's lines for more people. You can see a lot more from the characters and the direction that they're taking. At this point, they can't do no wrong. So my only concern would be stop doing it. Like no more trailers. Don't show us too much. Let us enjoy a lot of the surprises once we get to theaters. But still, it's fun. It brings back the Star Wars joy that we had lost. If anything, I missed some more Star Wars music in the trailer, even though it's there. That if you go back to the last trailer for The Force Awakens, oh my gosh, I teared up with the music, with the themes. It just made Star Wars alive again. And that is a big part of the Star Wars universe, the music. The music in the last trailer was very subtle. It was still there, but it wasn't as prominent. There's themes that don't sound like Star Wars at times. But you know how they're advertising these movies. Boots on the ground type thing. It's a war film. And I like that. I mean, the walkers look great. We got to see a few more machines, from the original trilogy. There's this scene I love with the X-Wings flying around, very, very reminiscent to Star Wars Episode 4 A New Hope, when they're flying in to destroy the Death Star. And yeah, man, I can't wait. Can't wait to December to go see them, and I can't wait till next week for the next episode of Supergirl. So if you're not watching, you gotta watch. Let me know if you're gonna go see Star Wars Rogue One. What are some of the things that you're looking forward to? Leave a comment down below. Don't forget to click like, share, and subscribe. And I want to thank my good fellow YouTuber Marcelo for hooking me up with the new intro clip. Thanks very much. I love it. This is for you guys. And as always, remember, man, I will see you at the movies.